Hey guys, it's Nina, the baby chick. We're back on Facebook Live. I hope you guys are doing well, having a good week so far. As you can tell, I'm at home with my crazy dogs. And yeah, I was hanging out in my son's room. So we're doing, as you can see, like a beach vibe in his room. I love it. It's so peaceful. And so yeah, I have been hanging out in here, getting ready for our son's approaching due date. We are due October 11th. We're very excited. If you guys haven't met me, this is our first baby, but I have been working as a baby planner, birth doula, postpartum doula, massage therapist, childbirth educator, newborn care educator, infant massage instructor, hypno babies, hypno doula, certified prenatal fitness educator, and more for the past, roughly some of those, the past 7 years. And I've helped hundreds of different families during their birth, during their pregnancy, birth, postpartum. And so now it's a lot of fun to be able to experience it on the other side of things and get ready for our own baby, because yeah, the other side has been my business, and that's my first baby, but this is now, you know, our first official real baby, and we're just getting all ready and preparing. So we're hanging out in his room today, and I was getting all the things, you know, washed and put away. And something that I think a lot of parents don't really start thinking about until the baby is born is sleep. Especially first-time parents. Second-time parents, you're like, oh gosh, we got to get this whole sleep thing under control ASAP. So yeah, having helped a lot of moms, especially during the postpartum time, I've done overnights. I know exactly what I'm getting myself into. I've helped a lot of families with overnights as their postpartum doula. And yeah, making sure that you know what to expect and what is going to come, and the routine that maybe works best for you and your baby. Getting to know your baby as well, you know, after they come is important. So it's got me thinking about what life is going to be like when our baby boy gets here, and what sleep is really going to be like. So I hope that you guys, you know, please tune in. I would love to chat with each of you. You all guys have been giving me such great information about your experiences during your pregnancy, your births. When I did the last video with Lainey, talking about, you know, me getting kind of a little bit of backlash about wanting to go for a natural birth at home. So yeah, so now I'm starting to think about, okay, sleep. I know we're gonna get very little of it, but you know, it doesn't have to be so bad if you start preparing and reading and, you know, knowing the tricks before they get here. So yeah, something that it just made me inspired to start thinking about sleep, because I was getting ready all of his little pajama sets and blankets and things like that, getting ready to get them all washed. And I found this awesome company called Bestaroo. And obviously, you guys have watched plenty of videos where I talk about a bunch of different companies and products. When I found them, I just fell in love. Their products are so soft, so perfect for, you know, newborns all the way up. And most of the time, whenever I find something that's this high quality, it's really expensive. And I'm like, oh, I can't really do too much of that. But with their stuff, I've been able to kind of splurge and have a lot of fun. And they are so cute. So I wanted to kind of share with you guys, and that's why we've chosen them as Baby Chick's Product of the Month for August. So we're really excited, and definitely want to shout out to Bestaroo, because you guys are doing a really great job providing a quality product for parents and their little ones. So I wanted to show you guys some of the things that they've made that I'm obsessing over right now, so I thought you guys might enjoy it too. But yeah, if you guys are tuning in, please say hi. I love to hear, you know, if you guys, where you're from, if you're expecting, if you have a little one, sleep tips, want to talk about sleep, because that's what I'm preparing for, so let me know. Awesome. So yes, guys, these blankets, as you can see, we've kind of lined them up all right here. And I'm having a boy, so I have a whole bunch of boy stuff lined out. But I recently did a post about doing some research on sleep tips. And after doing, you know, some research, reading some books, kind of to remind myself and talking to parents, I was like, I'm going to share these tips with all of you and see what you guys think. But I had to do a video as well to show you guys just how lovely and buttery and just wonderful these products are. So these blankets, I don't know if you can tell in this video, but it is just fantastic. I am very obsessed. I love that they're really stretchy. It's a modal fabric, and it's actually from Australia. What's it called?
Austria.
Or Austria, sorry, not Australia, Austria. And Mary Alice, what is it called again? The
lensing micromodal.
Lensing micromodal. So basically, lensing micromodal, it comes from like a beechwood tree, and so you know that it's safe and good for your little one. And the owner, it's a newer company. That's why like these aren't things that you're going to see in every store, because they're like less than 2 years old. So when I discovered them, I was like, oh, we have to be the first ones to get this kind of stuff, so then our baby will, you know, be the trendsetter. So so when I found their company, the owner, Lavinia, she gets that from Austria, the lensing micromodal, and then sends it to Thailand because that's where she's originally from, and has these really cute blankets and coveralls and little hats. Oh my gosh, they're just adorable. But I am just like kind of in awe that there's going to be a little human wearing all of this stuff.
I was gonna say, you think Lola can wear it?
Do you like it? You look so cute. So yeah, I'm so excited for you to match your baby brother. I mean, seriously, y'all, it's so sweet, so comfortable, so soft. We did a post recently, like I said, and we had all little girl stuff because the little baby was a little girl. And so I showed plenty of pictures of their girls line, and literally her mom was just dying over the stuff. So I was like, yep, this is a keeper. These are winners. These are definitely our product of the month. We're super excited. So anyway, I wanted to let you know these blankets. So I have the boys ones right here. The seagull, the little raccoon, the gray elephant, this feather. The blankets are $32. And the little hats, little beanie hats, are $10. So again, such great quality, super soft, something that honestly I'll be able to like keep for future children, or be able to like save and preserve, you know, as a sweet memory. And then these little coveralls is what they're called.
Those are
right?
gowns.
Or gowns, sorry. Pregnancy brain, you know how
Lindsay says, what is the brand again?
It's called Bestaroo, Bestaroo, Bestaroo. So if you go to bestaroo.com, you can find it. They just, so sweet. For this this gown, I believe it's $18. So love that. And then for they have these zip ups, which, guys, you know, having worked with a lot of moms, being able to just zip up and down, not like a million buttons, is so nice. And these, I believe, are $24. But if you do like the buttons, which I do like the buttons too, but just on the lower half, I love how they do just on the lower half on the legs to be able to get to diaper changes really quickly. It's so nice. I love this. And if you ever knew why they make the pajamas like this, is so if they have a blowout, you can just go over their shoulders and go all the way down for babies. So I love that. It's just so soft, yummy. I had to show y'all. So this one, again, I believe is $24. So I wanted to show you guys all that, and these cute styles, the seagulls, these little giraffes.
We can't really see. Can you show them closer?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I wanted to show. Look how sweet this giraffe print is, guys. I can't believe I'm gonna have a baby wearing this. It's so crazy.
Kara says you look amazing.
I love you, Kara. Thank you so much. I feel, like I always say, large and in charge. It's intense.
And Chelsea wants to know, did the zip-ups zip from the top or from the bottom?
They zip. That's a really great question. I believe it's from the top. So it has this little zipper up here, but it has a little covering. So it's not going to be irritating or bothering baby's skin. So it goes from the inside all the way over. You just kind of move this over and then zip down. And then you can get baby out. And then when you're done, zip up. And then cover again. So I feel really good knowing that it's not going to be irritating baby skin, and also on the inside, the seam, nothing is rubbing on baby. So super sweet, and I love how also it has these little mitts, guys, so you can just go over their little precious hands, because you know that they like to scratch their face and you're afraid they're going to like poke their eye out. So there's that. But anyway, so cute. Seagulls, the raccoons. I didn't show you this up close. I mean, you guys, this with the little blanket, and then there's the hat. Oh my gosh.
Lindsay says, baby fever.
Oh my gosh, I'm just like dying. And it's, you know, as a boy mom now, it's hard sometimes to find really cute boy stuff. So again, to be able to find things that are quality, not super expensive, but super cute for your baby, it just got me thinking, like, okay, there's going to be a person here very soon. I need to start thinking about sleep. And luckily, a big part of, you know, getting baby to sleep is making sure that they're comfortable, and wearing something comfortable and being swaddled in something comfortable is a huge help. And we've done posts about like how to swaddle, which we can like share later. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. But for baby sleep, I definitely want to hear from all of you guys what has worked, what tips, what sleep method, because there's so many different ones out there. There's Tracy Hoggs, the Baby Whisperer. There's Baby Wise. There's the No Cry Sleep Method. There's Mark Weisbluth's Healthy Sleep Habits, Happy Child. Then there's the Ferber Method. Then there's, I mean, literally so many different ones. The Sleep Lady Shuffle from Kim West. There's so many. So I love hearing what worked for y'all, how long it maybe took your little one to sleep, any tips that you have to share. But like I said, I did some research and I reread, I've read them before in the past, but I reread the books, Healthy Sleep Habits, Happy Child, as well as the No Cry Sleep Method. That one's from Elizabeth Pantley. And it got me thinking about, you know, really establishing a good routine, helping baby learn their soothing skills from the get-go. Of course, picking up baby when they're little and soothing them, but putting them down when they're, you know, groggy, not immediately getting them all the way to sleep and putting them down so they don't always rely on you, things like that. So
Christina says that she loves the elephant print.
I know, isn't it so cute? I mean, adorable. I have to open this too.
While you're showing us that, Chelsea says that the cover on the zipper is really nice, but I like a zip from the bottom because then you don't have a cold baby because you have to unzip the whole thing when changing a diaper.
Totally get you, girl. I 100% understand. Yes, sometimes it's nice to be able to zip down up, so then it's just the bottom half, but I'm not gonna lie, with something this affordable and soft and sweet, I don't mind having it the other way either. Yeah. But
and then Kara said too, she also showed the ones with just the buttons at the bottom so the baby doesn't get cold, so you can just unbutton the coveralls.
Exactly. So I'm a big fan. This is just so comfortable, so soft. And the family that we did the video or the post about when we were talking about sleep techniques and sleep tips, those kind of things, the little boys, we gave them each like a blanket from Bestaroo. And that night their mom was like, oh no, they demanded that they slept with their blankets. They loved their own blankets and had to sleep with them that night. So obviously, I mean, children fall in love with them too. So I just am so excited to have found like a brand new company. Well, not too brand new. They're almost 2 years old, but that's creating something so great. And guys, they're coming out with a fall line. This is actually the stuff that, you know, you can see on their website now, but soon they're going to be having a new fall line, which I'm pretty excited about.
So back to sleep.
Yes.
Bianca said that my little one loved the Halo bassinet. He rolled everywhere and loved the feeling of the material against him like the womb. And it's breathable, so I didn't get worried.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think it's called the Bassinet from
Bassinet.
Halo. And yes, it's really nice to be able to have super close to you. It's able to fold down. You can put like your blankets in there, swaddle them up, have them close. It's also really great for C-section mommies because then you can swivel it in front of you, not having to get up so much and irritate your incisions. So that is a really good tip. Thank you so much. Love that.
So Lindsay says, baby-wise, my little man was 8 hours at 12 weeks.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing at 12 weeks. Baby-wise, I'm gonna have to check it out. I've heard some things about Baby-wise, and I know that everyone has their opinion on everything, but I love whatever works for you and baby. I'm a big supporter of, so I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. Thank you so much for the tips, y'all.
Annabella says that every baby is different, so give him lots of love and have fun.
Definitely. I think the biggest thing that I always tell parents when they are bringing their newborn home is you can't spoil a newborn. Okay, but a newborn is not forever. At usually 3 months, that's when they're an infant. So that's when we need to start kind of incorporating or making sure that they're learning some self-soothing techniques, things like that. So I plan on loving on this little boy and being completely there for him. So I can't wait. We're so excited. And like I said, this is real life. This is live. So my dogs are going to bark if things, happen. So I apologize. But yeah.
Natalie says that she's hoping the DockATot works as well as she's heard it does.
Me too, Natalie. So I have used the DockATot with my clients before, and I swear their babies love it. My nephew, that's what he slept in when he was like little. Now he's like outgrown it. Too big. But he slept in it every single night, and he just knew when they swaddled him and put him in his DockATot, he would sleep. So I'm really hoping that this guy takes the memo because we're planning on doing the same thing. I don't know. We'll see. I may get a bassinet and put it next to our bed, but I think that I'm going to have the DockATot probably right next to me and my husband. So then he can help too while he's not working for a little bit with, the late nights and that sort of thing. So I'm right there with you.
Lindsay and Angela have both seconded the bassinet.
Ooh, cool.
And Annabella says that she has 2 girls, 2 years and 2 months.
Oh my gosh, Annabella, you have your hands full. I need to know, are you sleeping? Are you getting any sleep? If so, what's worked? Has it been one method for all of your babies, or is it, different things for different ones? I mean, some families, they're really big on the baby is coming into our family, so they need to adapt to, what we set. But a lot of other families are like, attachment parenting, where they feel out the baby's routine and kind of go along with that. So I'd love to hear more information on, what worked for you and your children.
Brittany says the Halo sleep sack was our saving grace. We had our little one in our room until 3 months and transferred her to her own crib. She was a natural sleeper, so we got lucky.
You are so lucky. And yes, I'm a huge fan of the Halo swaddle. That's so perfect. So that's what I plan on definitely throwing on one of these Bestaroo coveralls or gownies, and then literally swaddling up my little baby boy like a burrito and making sure that he is comfortable and happy, and then doing that slow transition to his crib too. So yes, thank you for the tips.
Lauren said our little guy slept in a Fisher-Price rock and play next to our bed for the first 8 weeks and then transitioned him to a crib. You just have to do what works for you.
Amen, mama. I actually have a really good friend that I grew up with, and when she had her daughter, I was invited to her baby shower, I think. And yes, it was her baby shower because I got her a rock and play, a Fisher-Price rock and play. And she said, Nina, that thing was a lifesaver. I just put it right next to my bed, and I loved that it's, propped up a little bit. So it really helped with, acid reflux. But I knew it wasn't too high, so it wasn't cutting off the airway to my for baby. So she was sitting up just enough to keep her comfortable, but also close enough for me to, you know, be able to just pick up in the middle of the night and take care of her. I also love that the Rock and Play has like a vibrate. Well, some of them, not all of them, but some of them have like a vibrate. So you just put in, I think it's like double D, something D battery, some double D. I'm thinking breastfeeding now. You just put in some batteries and you just turn it on, and that can really soothe your little one. So love the Rock and Play. We actually have one, so I may be pulling that out as well.
Summer says, I've got a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 2-month-old. The 2-month baby is already sleeping through the night in a bassinet, and the other 2 have gone through several different stages.
Tell me your secrets, Mama, if you're already, well, I mean, obviously, this isn't your first rodeo. This is your 3rd child, so you have figured out a good routine that works for your family. But definitely, I want to know how you were able to do that with your little one, because that is something that I'm concerned about. Am I going to be sleeping again? Because I hear so many horror stories, I think, from some moms. But again, as a postpartum doula, I have helped people with getting on a good sleep routine and what works for them. But you know how they say, like, a matchmaker, like, you can match other people, but whenever you're matching yourself, it doesn't work. I feel like I'm gonna I mean, I don't want to put it out there in the universe. Please don't take it this way. But I'm like, well, what if, you know, me helping all these families, what if it doesn't work for my kid? What if my kid is just like, nah, I'm going to throw you a curveball, Mom, and you're just going to have to figure this one out. So any tips, I definitely want to hear it. With Summer, right? Yes. So I'd love to know how you were able to do that. That sounds awesome.
Kara says that she's expecting baby number 2, and she loved the Bassinet by Halo 2, and swaddling helped to soothe her baby a lot, but she'll have to see what works for baby number 2.
Congratulations on your 2nd pregnancy, Kara. That's super exciting. I'm really glad that you were able to find something that really worked for your first baby, the bassinet with a good swaddle, things like that. That's what I think that we're going to do. Like I said, something close by, lots of swaddling, making sure that they are, you know, we're mimicking the womb again. So that swaddle is just perfect. I'm planning on breastfeeding. I'm hoping that things go well, and with, you know, all the right support and education, I think that we should be successful. But, you know, we'll see what happens, because, you know, a fed baby is best. That's what I say. At the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, you have to feed your baby. So yeah, so I'm thinking that with breastfeeding and a good swaddle and being close to us, not too far away, will really help kind of ease him into eventually going into his room. I'm curious to hear, though, from all of you guys, how that transition went from sleeping in a Rock and Play or in a bassinet, but then all of a sudden into their own room. If that was difficult on your child, if, you know, your child responded well to that, was it difficult on you? Were you up every so often checking on them, making sure that they're breathing, or at least just checking the monitor, things like that? I definitely am curious.
Brianna says that our baby sleeps in a Rock and Play. I'm a new mom, and I'm scared to leave him to sleep in his room alone. He's 2 months right now.
Oh, well, he's 2 months, girl. I totally feel you, and I would, you know, don't feel rushed, because 2 months, I mean, you can technically, yes, of course, put him in his own room if he's sleeping well and doing well right beside you in Rock and Play. But at the same time, yes, he's 2 months old. You do not need to be in a rush. A lot of people start transitioning babies to their crib at the very earliest, at the earliest I hear usually around 3 months. Some people do it on the first day, though, so you never know. But a lot of people do it a little bit later, like 4 or 5 months old, because if you didn't know, for families who have a lot of sleep training issues, well, I shouldn't say sleep training issues, but sleep issues, and they need to get a sleep trainer or a sleep consultant to help them with their little one, they don't recommend that you see somebody until the baby is 6 months old. So, I mean, again, 2 months old, right next to your little one, I think that that's perfectly okay. And you got to, like we're always saying, you got to do what's best for you and baby.
Annabella says that her 2-year-old loves her sister, and it's great since she needs a lot of attention.
Aww.
So Daddy focuses on the older one, and I focus on the baby, breastfeeding, and routine. And she's sleeping from 11 p.m. until 5 a.m.
That is awesome. And that's so wonderful that you have a really good supportive partner that's able to help with your older sibling. I know that not all moms are as lucky to be able to have that kind of support. So that's wonderful that your husband's able to help out and for you to be able to get that good routine with your little one, because now they know what to expect. You know, okay, when she does this, you know, this is the routine of the day. Once you've done it for a little while, they trust the process and are able to kind of get settled. But that's awesome that you have such a great support system at home. I love that.
Natalie says that dream feeding worked for us with my first. We started at 6 months when I stopped nursing to sleep, planning to try it earlier this time.
Love it, at 6 months. Okay, dream feeds. Yes, I've definitely helped a lot of families also with dream feeds when their little one was waking up all the time at night. So dream feeds are really, really helpful. But that's something that I'm gonna have to look more into, because I want to brush up on all of that, on what time should I do a dream feed, and you know, because it changes as they get older, what time that is or how often, things like that. So yeah, any tips on that I'd love to hear as well.
Angela says, get the outlet. It really helps just knowing how they're doing.
Girl, Fran, I already have it.
I say it's in that drawer over there.
It's in my drawer over there. We're not going to turn over there because his room's a mess. Yeah, his nursery is not ready, y'all. For all of you who have the nursery already, like, you know, months in advance, props to you guys. I am not quite there yet. So, but yes, I have the outlet. I'm very excited to use it. I've had several clients who've used the outlet and swear by it. So I was like, yes, I want to get this for our son. I think it's just going to give me that peace of mind at night, that I don't have to wake up in the middle of the night and be worried. You know, is he breathing? Is he okay? Is he comfortable? So, because it does measure their oxygen levels and all of that. So yes, definitely. Thank you so much for the tips, y'all.
Summer says, let them take naps in the crib and then slowly transition like that.
Ah, okay. See, with my nephew, he has a really hard time napping in his crib. So it's been a harder time to get him sleeping at night in his crib. Now he's doing fine, but in the beginning, it was definitely a process. So he just liked sleeping in his DockATot, and DockATot does not recommend putting it in the crib. So they recommend that the DockATot be, on the floor or the co-sleeper, things like that. But they don't recommend you transitioning the DockATot into the crib. So I have to say that. Your parents, your adults, you can decide to do what you want to do with your kids. If you want to put it in the crib, I mean, that's totally up to you. So yeah, it's just trying to figure out how to get them, but doing it, I think probably just like maybe one nap at a time, slowly, gradually get there. I'm curious to hear, did you say when you started doing that, transitioning the naps into the crib? Because I'm curious to know when you started doing that and, how you were able to make it work. Because if I wait too long, is he going to be too comfortable or like set in his ways? Like, no, I'm used to sleeping in this. Or should I do it earlier on and start getting naps in his crib? So I want to know. Yeah.
Kara said that they slept with a baby blanket in their bed, so when we transferred her to the crib, she had something with our scent on it, and she still favors that blanket.
Oh, I love that. That's the sweetest thing. So you're basically saying I need to like snuggle up with this already with me and my husband. I'll be like, we're taking a nap with our Bestaroo blanket, and then swaddle him up, and then just don't wash it, or just how do you keep your scent? Do you just keep, sleeping with it or sleeping with him? I'm curious how you keep that scent. But that sounds awesome. It's kind of like for dogs. I've been telling clients like, hey, when you have your baby in the hospital, they swaddle up baby and they have Vernix and, all the baby scents. Bring that home. Have someone like your mom or a friend or whoever who can get into your house and bring that to the dogs so they can already smell what the baby smells like and kind of get used to that. So when you bring baby home, they get used to it. So I love how you've also used that for babies are so used to being on you, skin to skin. We're totally going to be doing skin to skin and baby wearing and all of that. So I love how you're incorporating that with the blanket. So I'm just curious, Like, do you just have like 4 blankets that you, or no, you said it's 1 blanket that she always
They have
favors,
2
so-
blankets.
Oh, okay.
She just said that.
That makes it, yeah. Makes
And
it
a bunch
lot
of people
easier.
said that they would transition like from 3 to 6 months, and a few people said that when they start looking like they're growing out of the bassinet, that's a good time to start using the crib.
I like it.
And normally that's around 3 months.
Because I don't want it to go too late, because like I said, some parents wait a little too long, so it can be a little difficult when they're like, no, this is what I'm used to. But guys, thank you so much for joining me as I'm preparing for our baby boy and getting all of the stuff washed and put away slowly, very slowly. And talking about sleep, because that is definitely a hot topic for new parents. Like I said, parents usually don't start thinking about it until the baby is there. So I hope by striking up this conversation now for any expecting moms, it's kind of making you think, all right, what are we going to do when this little human arrives? And like I said, Bestaroo, I'm so excited that I found them. I'm so thrilled to be able to show you guys something that's a new product that not everyone has, that's affordable, really well made, adorable. They have the cutest stuff for girls too, but I'm showing you all the boy stuff that I've gotten so far, and that they have a fall line coming out very soon, so had to show you. And yes, we picked them as our product of the month for August, so yes, had to show. Hope you guys love it, but thank you again for joining us. We'll see you guys soon. Please continue with the comments. We'll be sure to answer throughout the day whenever we get them. But until next time, bye guys.